Bam. What's up, YouTube? Thanks for coming and checking us out. I'm T.
And I'm Renee. Hey.
And this is Life Is Real TV. Right now, this video right here is going to be one of our meme videos where we just show y'all a couple memes that we came across. Well, one of them actually might be a video/meme, and we're just going to give our thoughts on it. The first one is from, what's his name, Charlston White. Is it Charleston or Charles? I believe it's Charleston White, but we'll see in a second. We'll see y'all right after the video.
Name me a rap lyric that's respectful. Name me some music that these make that's respectful. How the they go demand some respect when they some of the most disrespectful motherfuckers to the black woman we ever seen? How? And not only are they in it in their lyrics, they in it in their actions. Future got 12 baby mamas, just putting babies everywhere, ain't raising none of them. Niggas just making fatherless babies everywhere. When all the statistics say fatherless children is at the greatest detriment. How this nigga doing this?
All right, so there y'all had it. Charleston White giving his thoughts on rappers and why, how can they be respected, considering what they put in their music about black women. Did you want to start on this one, Renee, or you want me to give my thoughts?
Well, I mean, I can get us started, but I had done a little bit of research. I wanted to find some stats on fatherhood and fatherless children. So maybe I can talk about that after. But I just want to quickly say, well, first of all, who is Charleston White? Who is this guy to be giving his opinion? It definitely has him fired up. I think it's really fascinating to have him speak out so passionately. I agree with him. I think that it is hard to demand respect if you're not giving respect. Respect is something that is earned. And for some of us, we learned this when we're younger. So when we talk about the music industry and rappers and all of this stuff that's going on, well, a lot of the children are being had, and it's being publicized in a way that it's like, well, these guys can do it, and that's just that.
But don't black women, aren't black women some of the biggest supporters of rap music?
Probably.
I would think so.
Maybe other communities, other groups.
And generally speaking, I mean, obviously all ladies are a little different, but there's a lot of similarities as well. So generally speaking, like, what kind of guys do you think black women go after? I mean, don't you think that they like rappers or
Yes. So basically, these guys are getting attention. They're getting the women because women are going after them, and people keep putting themselves in those situations to where they're getting flued out, and then they get a baby.
I mean, that's how Future has 12 babies, and it's not like 12 and 11 and the 10th baby mamas didn't know that it was, all the other baby mamas before them. So I don't know. I mean, I heard Charleston talking, and you said, who is he? I'm not really sure who he is, but I have seen him a lot on the internet, floating around YouTube over, I don't know, maybe the last year or so. I have seen him a lot. And yeah, sometimes he do be coming off like a troll. But like, I know he was saying something crazy about the about the gangs, the blue and the red, not too long ago, and people was like, does this dude have some kind of bad wish or something? Like, why is he doing this? And that's people like, oh yeah, he just a troll. So who knows how genuine he is with these statements right now? But I can say it holds some kind of truth. It holds some kind of truth. I mean, I understand what he's saying. Why should they expect the respect when they're disrespecting the women? But I mean, I think it's up to the women who they want to give respect to. And if the women still want the rappers, if they still respect the rappers, if that's still the dudes that they're going after, I don't really think it matters how the guys are treating them or talking to them and disrespecting them if that's still what they want anyway, But I mean, that's just my thoughts. I don't really have much else to say about this. But I can certainly agree with the statement. I just don't know how genuine he's being. That's all.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. But I have a statistic from fatherhood.org. It says that research shows that a father's absence affects children in numerous unfortunate ways, while a father's presence makes a positive difference in the lives of both children and mothers. So the fact that we're talking about rappers and Charleston White mentioned fatherhood, and basically we have other characters like Nick Cannon, who's populating the earth with various types of women as well, and it's something to think about. It's something for our community to talk about. What I see is that everybody can't do that. Okay, we don't have a bunch of Nick Cannons walking around or a bunch of Futures walking around. These guys can actually afford to take care of the children,
and the women,
and the women, and they are not they're not going to be present with the child as there's no way they can do that.
But in my opinion, a lot of times,
that's the only thing that I'm seeing.
But in my opinion, a lot of times fathers can't be present anyway. I mean, because it's going to be one of the two. You're going to have to trade it off either way. It's like you're either going to be out here working, trying to provide for your family, or you're going to have to trade it off to spend that time. But if you're spending a whole bunch of time with your kids and stuff like that as a man, how much time are you really going to have to be out here in the world, building or, doing whatever you have to do to secure like a stable future or whatever for your kids and all that stuff.
Okay, so fatherhood.org is where I looked up some information earlier, and maybe y'all should check out that site later. Just because this is a related issue and related statistics and research that can help inform you all of things that you might not have known before.
Yeah, so whether or not we think Charleston White is being genuine, Renee just provided you guys a place where you can go and look at the stats because this is a real thing. Fatherhood and fatherlessness, all of these things are a real thing. But this was just the first part of our video. So we are going to move on to the second part now. This is a meme. So we're just going to pull up the meme real quick. And then after we show you all the meme, we're going to give our thoughts on it. All right. So for those of y'all that can't see it because it's cut off a little bit, it says women across the water enraged about Nia Long getting cheated on, but made a joke out of Will Smith getting cheated on. Y'all forgave Jada right away for embarrassing her husband, but will bully and harass a man that did the same, I guess is what the rest is. All right, so you all saw the meme. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's much to say here. I think that meme was comparing apples to apples or oranges to oranges, aside from the fact that Will Smith is, or Jada Pinkett's the one that's doing the cheating. In the first one, the woman, and then Udoka is the one doing the cheating in the second one, the man. But aside from that, it's the same. It's the same. I mean, some might even argue that Jada's situation is worse because she's a lady. So she should have more grace.
That means something? Oh.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe in 2022, men and women are the same, right? Like,
no, I see. Let me take this time to say I see a lot of masculinity or a lot of masculine characteristics in women these days. Just in those instances about what we're talking about and some of the celebrity mentions, yes, the behavior around the Jada Pinkett situation was rallying behind her. There wasn't a call out for accountability or, she did something wrong or anything like that, or she was embarrassing Will. If anything, everybody was like, ha, ha, ha.
He was laughed
at Will.
Yeah, he was laughed at.
And here we have the Udoka situation. He did not commit a crime, but he is definitely being treated like a criminal, and say in the press, and even I don't know, maybe amongst people talking, but in the press, it's like, wow, they're really, really driving this, where you have some other criminal acts that have gone on. I know we're driving this again, but hey, these inconsistencies where we're not holding everybody accountable to the same degree, it's noticeable. There are people in this world that definitely see it, and we're one of them.
And that type of thing, and in my opinion, that type of thing treating people differently, especially when it's noticed. The people that notice that, I think that's the sort of thing that'll cause like some sort of resentment, or people to start to be like, hold on, like what's going on here? Because why is that the case? No one's laughing at Nia Long. And as far as I know, I mean, are her and Udoka, I mean, it doesn't make it any better, but are they married?
No, they
I don't even think they're married. Like, Jada Pinkett is a wife. They're actually married and have children together. And yet it was still okay to laugh at Will. I think that they were saying that his meme, him crying, was going to be the new meme to replace the Michael Jordan meme of him crying. Have you seen that meme floating around?
Yeah.
The Jordan face? Yeah.
It's very humiliating. It's like he was humiliated.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody was trying to humiliate Nia Long, and I don't want anyone to. She put it all out there because she even had that show, Red Table Talk or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I haven't heard. Is this show still going on?
I don't know. I've never watched it, but I know that that's where majority of that info came out, and I think even the time that she had that sit down with Will and kind of came clean about everything, I think that was on her show too, right?
Yeah.
Why do it there? I mean, I guess you had already put it out there, so maybe that was damage control at that point, maybe. But just like when we were talking about Adam Levine the other day and the other girl, like if you weren't trying to get attention or some kind of sympathy, why not keep everything in-house? Mm-hmm. I don't get that.
And I'm also hearing something else. Well,
now I was going to say, well, maybe it had already gotten out because, because August Alsina. The whole thing with August Alsina. Mm-hmm. So maybe it was just damage control. Maybe at that point it had already gotten out. So maybe Jada Pinkett just said, you know what, I'm going to do this on the show to try to explain everything as a form of damage control, maybe. Yeah,
but it actually caused more damage
in
my eyes because it revealed a lot of the dynamic of their relationship. And we all were like, Will, if you're okay, give us, one of these types of things. Like,
I think we were all like, wow, Jada Pinkett's like this. I used to like her as an actress. Like I did, but sometimes because sometimes when you like people as an actor or actress, you don't know how they are in their regular everyday life. And sometimes it's like once you learn a little something about somebody, it's kind of hard to still like them the same as an actor or actress. I think a lot of people said that about Will Smith. Like they won't watch his movies now after he went up there and smacked Chris Rock.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, people said his movies should get taken down from, some of those.
But his wife.
Well, he can't blame it on his wife.
Okay. Okay.
It's his fault for letting everything got like that, in my opinion, because Will wasn't being a man. And even in the end, when the whole thing happened with him going up there, because I feel like all of this stuff should have been checked like long time ago. I feel like the way that August Alsina got in the picture, the way that everything got out on the Red Table Talk show. I mean, it just seems like she doesn't have respect for him. So I feel like somewhere along the line, Will had to drop the ball for Jada to be okay with disrespecting him the way that she does. And even for him to walk up there and smack Chris Rock, nobody made him do that. Whether he was manipulated by his wife or not, you're a grown man. And you allowed yourself to be manipulated to go up there, smack Chris Rock, ruin your career. I mean, no doubt about it, Jada played a part. But, I mean, Will chose her. Will chose her. And I just think that that's the risk you take sometimes when you choose people. All right, y'all. So thanks for coming and checking us out. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Please comment, like, subscribe. Give us your thoughts on the Jada Pinkett versus the Udoka situation. Do you guys see the imbalance? Do you guys think that the energy was different for Udoka than it was for Jada Pinkett? Let us know your thoughts. And, Charlston White, what do y'all think of his statement? Is it valid? Do y'all think he's just trolling? What do you think? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. But until next time, thanks for listening to us, y'all. Peace.
Bye.